Mm-hmm. 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 Somebody leaving evidence, huh? Well, it is what it is. What's the dealia? What's the dealia? What's the dealia? You know, I used to have like maybe like 30, 40 people in the first like 40 seconds, maybe less than a minute. It used to be like 40 people on here, man. I got to keep doing these shorts. Keep doing, wow. Keep doing these shorts. Checking on this little spot. They put this bogus ass window up, a bogus ass curtain. Work we did though. I don't know why the door closed. It got air out like a mother in here. This is a what they dehumidifier to get all that that old stuff out. Reconstruction. This is what basements be looking like. We found a curled up snake up in here called python, so that had to be somebody like pet, because pythons ain't just riding around and being in there. Everybody, there go a spider, a couple of spiders. They deep. Yes, sirski. Yep. If y'all seen the big yellow ones at my house, oh Lord have mercy. Black and yellow, I'm talking about big as like bigger than $50. Them things big as hell. But like I said, reconstruction, you see it knocking out walls. This is for the sink area. Oh, another spider. Yep, this is for the sink. This is a washer and dryer. This is like basement stuff. But all the extra putty and stuff like this, that's what I'm finna do to, that's why I'm patiently waiting. All this extra stuff, I'm gonna be able to use on my walls. So I can seal the walls up and everything. Yeah, it ain't no spider to joke though. Hey, you know this Spider Loke ain't got too many views no more, man. Ain't nobody really checking out for this dude no more. Spider Loke then really lost his cha-cha. Don't nobody really fuck with Spider Loke like that no more, huh? That's sad though, but it's true. I ain't seen like Spider Loke for the past like maybe I say like 2 months. He ain't even get no motion. I can't lie to you. Spider Loke, that nigga for sure MIA ski. Yeah, Spider Loke, he lost it. After he lost Kick It Cack Be a Bull, he ain't been booed no more. I don't know nobody that go watch Spider Loke no more. And then he got the same like animation. Like every time he always smoking or something. Whoever do his animation, it look like a nigga in jail. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of East Coasters that be drawing and shit like that too. Like, doing drawing. And then a lot of it niggas be like, hey Neptune, hey you like the way this shit look? I be like, nah, it's straight, it's straight. They be, I know you could do better, but I be like, yeah, it's straight. Like I never hate on nobody, you know what I mean? They used to hate on me. The number one people that used to hate on me, Asians, well, always black niggas, but Asians and Samoans or the Filipinos, they used to be like, oh yeah, your tattoos, they all right. Especially this nigga that I used to call him Mr. Miyagi. He was in Wasco State Penitentiary, AR. I think that's the only main line. And that's where I was with that's why I said Whack 100, one of his entourage, third, the one that was doing them burpees and shit in front of that no jumper sign on 2P's day. He from 2P's. But boy, if I ever see you, I got some words for your ass. Nigga doing burpees on 2P's day. Mind you, he Whack security entourage. He doing burpees in front of no jumper sign on his hood day, on 2P's day. I was like, this nigga burnt. Come on, man, where niggas is still accepting Fed calls? Come on. Who's Cannon still calling from the feds and y'all hear it in the background. Oh yeah, This call is being recorded, and they still telling. How you gonna hear that in the background? This call is being recorded, and you still telling. But you gonna say it ain't telling, right? For sure. For sure. Well, that's what's going on in 2025, right? Tell it, ain't even tell it though, boy. Because when you tell a nigga, he tell it, he be like, nah, I ain't tell it. That's the thing with 2025. You can tell a nigga he tell it, but he gonna tell you that he ain't telling, and that ain't telling what he told. See what I'm saying? That's a tongue twister, huh? Nigga be telling, but he said he ain't telling, but you tell him that he telling, he gonna tell you how he ain't telling, and that's 2025. They'll explain it down to you how they ain't telling. You be like, brother, you talk to the people. You told them this. Yeah, but that wasn't telling. You went down there like Woody to go down there to talk to them. That is offering information, brother. That is telling, brother. Now I can't do it like niggas in the Bay, like brother. Nah, it's too much like Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan said some racist stuff before, so I can't say brother and all that. I can't do the brother. I ain't from the Bay. I'm still from Cali, but I don't do the Bay stuff like brother. Nah, I can't get down with the brother. But I feel what they talking about though. You know, shout out EBK J-Bo. You know what I mean? Like I did that short on him the other day, and then even Snoop Dogg was like, yeah. When they told him like, what you think about EBK J-Bo? That nigga Snoop was like, yeah, you can't take nothing from EBK J-Bo though. That nigga, you could tell when he was in them stoops, that nigga was writing. Wherever he was, I don't know what he be doing when he get home, but I know when he in them stoops, that boy be writing. So either he be in the hole, or he got some free time on his hand, because that's a whole lot of dedication for him to keep coming home with bangers like that. Like you can't do nothing about him. Like he got so much banger, like you can't even say it was an accident. You know what I mean? When the nigga drop bangers back to back and then get out of jail and drop a banger, can't do nothing with him. As I said, there's certain niggas can't do nothing with him. Can't do nothing with him. Just as long as he alive, he gonna be a problem. And in LA, I mean, I don't even know nobody that I can really just go listen to and be like, man, I'm gonna bang this real quick. You know, this hard right here. Like sad, I can do sad 1900 sometimes, but you know what I mean? Like sometimes I don't even want to do sad, and it ain't really on the like I said, I don't know the man, but if he told, he told. I ain't got nothing to do with the music. I think that's what a lot of people got misconstrued. They be trying to mix up the music with the gang stuff. Mix up the music. We all, since the end of the time, we all knew the niggas that was. When Mac 10 was doing that backyard boogie and talking straight from Englewood, that nigga was not in the hood. Absolutely not. Not at all. No Sirski. Look at the bathroom. Yeah, that nigga Mac 10 was not in the hood. And then we used to be in bandos like this. Mac 10 was never around. Boy, when he was a backyard boogie, when he did that, when he signed with Cash Money, out of there. That boy's out of there. You talking about hang it out in Englewood. Then when he got into it with Dulo, because Dulo, the guy from NHP, used to be his security guard. And I was a young ass nigga. I ain't even pay attention much. But the homie used to tell me like, remember when you see Dulo with Mac 10 all the time? He'd be like, yeah, I just thought the niggas was hanging out. Or you know how some niggas only come to the hood when other niggas there. That's what I thought Mac 10 was doing with Dulo. So Dulo, I always used to see with Mac 10. Then later on in life, Dulo tell me he used to be Queen Street. A lot of niggas don't know that. Yep, that nigga was like, yeah, I used to be Queen Street. Then I was like, fuck it, man. I went to NHP, and then I just took over because, you know, shit, once I went over there, I took over the whole hood. I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah. The only nigga that really give me problems over here is Big B upon. He was like, I could really say Blood could probably whoop my ass. I was like, yeah. And that's the homie that started the hood. But yeah, big Bart. Nigga, that nigga, the guy out his own mouth told me like, yeah, that's the only nigga that I think that fucked me up, that whooped my ass, like really like whooped my ass. He was like, Bart, he was like, yeah, that nigga hit hard. He a big ass nigga. He was a big nigga like me. I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, he gave me a run for my money twice when we was skinny. I was like, for sure, for sure. He's like, yeah, we both got big together. And him, man, the guy and Bart, I could tell when they pictures, when they was skinny than a motherfucker at Englewood High, they was looking like, man, they had Michael Phelps bodies, for sure. Them niggas for sure had Michael Phelps bodies. Man, say when they hit they 30s, everybody filled out. Everybody used to be at Rogers Park buffing. And then Dulo used to be shooting dice with niggas, barefooted. Well, not barefooted, but with socks on. I seen the guy knock out two niggas. I remember when him and Taco was supposed to get in. I didn't stay there till I waited though. I was trying to see this, but Taco never slid through. Big Taco, the one they had on a Respectful Rants not too long ago, and they say he in Tijuana or something like that because he got deported. I never knew he got deported though for being from El Salvador. But yeah, man, that nigga Taco, I wanted to see that one because that nigga Taco is way shorter than that nigga Dulo. But I knew a lot of niggas feared that nigga Taco. A lot of niggas feared Dulo. I hung out damn near all day for that one. Taco never came through. But I remember when they got down though. I remember the next day how niggas was looking and shit. But hell yeah, it's not to even be spoke on. But hell yeah, I remember when Taco and Dulo got into it. I remember when Dulo and Big Slim got down. I seen that. Them niggas was hitting each other like a motherfucker. When you literally see no gloves, heavyweights really smacking each other, you be like, bro. You say who? I know Skip Townsend, Mungie, and Expo be working with. Yeah, I never. Skip, he got one of them familiar faces, but like in Englewood, it's a lot of older homies that look just like him. Like they got the bald head, they got the glasses, look like straight nerds, and they tall, linky niggas. You know what I mean? Like the homie Red, got a homie Red that be fixing cars and shit. I don't know if he still do it, but that nigga's tall, linky, skinny nigga, look like Skip. He got a couple freckles, and he wear them glasses. And I seen him whoop a nigga ass before. Decent. You would have never knew he had that fire up under him. Like, what? What? Red? What? He red for nothing, man. That nigga Red will flam you. I was like, damn, this nigga got little squabbles. And then I was like, okay, well, the OGs, like the first and second generation, yeah, they was pushing their line. They was squabblers. Pretty boys, but squabblers. Now, can't find one. Nigga get their ass whooped, they gonna jump you. Even if you from the hood, they gonna jump you. Then after that, everybody gonna stay away from you. Then the next thing you know, somebody gonna end up getting popped. That's how it always playing out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's how I used to be when I was ditching school back in like early 2000, late 99 when I was selling crack and shit. Shit, me, Junior Kick Ass from CPF, rest in peace. We used to go to the Swans. We used to go to the Bloodstone Villains. We used to go through the BPSs. And then I remember this nigga name, what was this nigga name from PDL? I seen him later on in life, like maybe like 15 years later. Blood was smoked out. And we was in Theodore Lacey or somewhere. It was one of them places, one of them county jails in IE, more like San Bernardino, Rialto area. Oh damn! I almost had that nigga name, but he got some bubble ass eyes, and his wife was a stripper, and she used to be stripping in Englewood on Century, no Central, no Century, and then yeah, that's how they was paying rent in the projects in the hood. Popeye, yeah, his name Popeye. On my mama, nigga named Popeye from PDL. Yep, Popeye. Him and his family moved to the hood and the projects, the ghetto is part too. Man, on my mama, nigga. She used to be a straight stripper, and she was real red bone, light skin with green eyes. I just used to hate the wigs. She used to wear them cheap ass motherfucking fresh from Africa wigs, like you know them 7.99, 12.99 wigs on the east side that your granny will wear on Sunday with all the little swirls, like them tight ass little curls and shit like that. You know goddamn well that ain't their hair. Hell yeah, she used to wear that shit, but she had ass like a motherfucker. But yep, he had like 4 or 5 kids with her. That nigga used to wear the red corduroys every day, belt hanging to the ground like he was 19 years old on everything. He dressed like he was us. I was like 15, 16. Then he used to take me all the way over there somewhere in like Pasadena where it's like a Greyhound station. And then he used to get the dope. He used to buy the dope from me. Then I used to take 2 ounces with me and we'll go out there and shit. We'll go there until we'll go like I'm going to school, and then we'll get back like I got out of school. That's how I got That's how I got my ass whooped decent. My dad whooped my ass because I ditched a whole what is it? Whole two quarters, which is a semester, like half the school year. Like the first half of the school year, I was ditching, going with Popeye. Straight in the whole, we was way over there by the. All I know, it was a Greyhound station in Pasadena, and them smokers, man. And then he had a house over there, gang of smokers in it, and it was like one of them. It looked like a New York house where it was like thin, but it went up to like 2 floors. Smokers, it was no furniture, no nothing in there. And the gang of smokers all in the hallway, little pregnant smoker bitches and everything. Yeah, that shit was man. Then they had smokers in there cooking dope. Then he had niggas hanging out in the front. Yep. And damn, that shit is a blur too. Cause I did that shit for like 12, 16 weeks straight. And I'm talking about I came up. My mom was going through my closet, making me tell her where I got the clothes from and shit. Cause she was like, either you're selling major drugs or you're stealing all this shit. Cause you still got the tags on it. And then some of them I still had the sensors on it. Cause when the homies went hit licks, I went and spent money with them too. But I knew how to burn the sensors off, so I get a discount. That's what the nigga was really on that Tommy Hilfiger bad. Tommy Hilfiger, Ice Burgundy, Fat Farm. Shit. The only FUBU I really wore was the hoodies that said Queens and Los Angeles and shit like that. And I think I had one pair of FUBU shoes. That's it. And they was like a wool kind of like material. They wasn't like no regular ass bogus ass shoes. They was like wool. Yep, for sure that. And that's the last time I fuck with some FUBUs, man. I wasn't no FUBU dude. Some of the homies be wearing the fake jerseys, the real jerseys. I used to hate that tie-dye jersey. That was the worst. He said a spider supporter. Hey, let them do what they do. Man, hey, if you believe in Spider Load, then you believe in everything else that he got going on. You believe in everything else he got going on, cause I don't think he got too many friends. Him and Nina Boy, they don't talk much. Shit, who else? I don't know. Remember, he used to be No Jumper. He used to be on No Jumper. He used to be able to talk to Munchie. He used to be able to talk to Bosco. He used to be able to talk to old Dusty Draw Slim. Shit, you know what I mean? He used to be able to talk bad about people. Shit, Spider Loc, man. Ever since I got on, it just took that one day. That one day I got on that podcast, and that wasn't even planned. Just sporadic. Just called, and then he said, hold on, wait 1 minute." And I don't know if he had just got on or how it happened, but he turned that bitch off, and then he started talking to me on the side, or maybe he was playing something while the live was still going. But I know we talked in the back for a cool little minute, and next thing you know, I was on there less than 5, 10 minutes later. Then after that, everybody just, clung on to that. And then I know a lot of people were searching for me, but I didn't even have a I didn't even have a page yet. I'm talking about I had a page, but I think I had like 3 subscribers. And that was just like family members. Other than that, I had that up for like 2 years. And I only did that because I was gonna show people how to heat press t-shirts and stuff like that. That's what I really did the YouTube for. And then next thing you know, nigga just walking around getting ready for my jerk business. And nigga 600 pulled me up just like he do today. Yeah, that's like the other day. I mean that other day when I got on how 600 always be taking in them calls, and he be booting a lot of niggas. You see how it be bogus ass people. That's the only thing I don't like about taking live calls. It be bogus ass people just on there saying some bogus shit. And due to YouTube guidelines, I see why a lot of people don't take the calls, because if you don't edit it, then it's not gonna get monetized. So if you think about it, if 600 is doing them lives and somebody get on there and just say some burnt out shit, If 600 don't edit it, he not gonna get monetized. And then after so many times, they gonna take your page because you supposed to monetize it. Monitor it yourself. So you ain't supposed to be letting people just get on there. And yeah, his lives is funny though because everybody know he's a zark at the park. That nigga claiming this, claiming that, acting like a big old bully. And you not like that. I like that. Nobody even knows that guy. I don't even know that guy. Braves is a dog. Bottom line on my mama's mama. Yeah, you talking like saying mama's mama. You talking like Spider the Joke. But I feel you though. Braves, he got him a little run. You know what I mean? For however long it run, cause he ain't got no career in being a YouTuber too long. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. We all got caught in jail with we all got caught in jail with cell phones. He ain't gonna be the first or the last, but I know they on his ass. I know they gonna be on his ass. What is you doing over there? Yep. So that's one thing for sure. That what he gonna do is he gonna do what he can while he can, and then other than that, he out. So his little beefs or whatever it is, it's only so long he could tell them stories. And then Wack ain't finna be worried about him no more. He already know Braves put his business out there for telling on him. We already know Rat is a whack. Straight rat. Like, man, how you get how you be just smooth under people and everybody go to jail around you. But you just so come on, man. We look, man, we know niggas like that in the hood where everybody be getting arrested and we watching out the windows, and then all of a sudden they pull this nigga to the side and maybe somebody else. Then all of a sudden now y'all suspect number ones because both of y'all got pulled to the side and both of y'all was, you know what I mean, and they took all the other homies. Yeah, the police would do you like these days. The police would do you like that. They'd be like, thanks for the information. Now go back with your homies. Yep. Well, he just told on himself. He said he was up there with C Star. So wherever C Star been saying he was from or what prison he was at, they'll be up there. Like I said, Braves got a time limit. But I ain't mad at him, do your thing. I mean, YouTube ain't no hell of a type money, you know what I mean? YouTube some bread, but it ain't no hell of a type money. Like you gotta be hitting like academics. When you hit like academics where you getting them thousands on thousands. See, academics, I respect him because he'll do a long ass 4, 5, 6 hour live, 8 hour live. Then, when you don't see him on live, chopped up, chopped up, chopped up, chopped up, chopped up, segments on segments. Some segments, the same segments you saw, but brought in with another segment to make it, you know what I mean? Like, he got a team. I really don't be on Twitch or nothing else like that, but shit, Twitch, Kick, he be doing all that stuff. And I know when he telling the world he doing all that, he might make his money off YouTube, and then the other streams he paying his moderators, because now they got lifestyles too. Because they gon' I mean, come on, you can't be flossing. Oh, I got this much money and I got this and I got that, and then your moderators don't ask for no money. John Doe. All right, well, for sure, you got that. Yep, but that's what it is for sure, for sure. So you know. That's how everybody getting their ends. Now, I don't see how everybody forgot, that thing with academics with that little boy. Academics, he the police. He got everybody page. They had to take what is that content down. When they was talking about him and that young boy, academics, well, academics went in the cut. He got low on everybody. Next thing you know, out of there. He said, found you from dissing Stu Boy. Keep going. We all watching. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Stu Boy, Stewie Boy. Yeah, anybody can get it. Anybody on the internet, acting like they just got off a high-speed chase for some bogus-ass clicks and views. This nigga gonna say, yeah, on the way here, some shit transpired, so I had to hop out the whip, and that consists of me changing clothes and shit like this. Nigga, shut your lying ass up. And then, even if it is true, shut your dumb ass up, nigga. Nigga, how the fuck you gonna tell about some live shit knowing you just did this per se, as he tells this bullshit ass story? This nigga says he was the police was on him. He had to get out the whip. He had to get out the whip. He had to change his clothes, and that's why he wearing the t-shirt he got on from Adam 22. Then he said, "Did you steal it?" Nah, I paid for it. Nigga, goddamn well that nigga stole that shit. You probably was watching that nigga on camera like them West Side niggas with the Main Street niggas was in there stealing your clothes and shit. These niggas burnt the fuck out. These niggas went to no jumper to steal clothes. You don't think Adam, after that gun got pulled out on him, way back in the beginning of time, way before he was messing with gang members? Come on, man. This nigga got a gun pulled out on him when he was still fucking with white boys and skaters. You think he don't have that Samoan nigga on standby? I bet you that Samoan nigga's a cop. Oh, yes, indeed. That motherfucking Samoan nigga is not just security. We're talking about Adam 22 right now. Can we all put our thinking caps on? That Samoan is a cop. So, with that being said, stupid Stewie Boy Blue, you have to be the dumbest nigga in the world seeing all your homies, just like Brick Baby, Big U, all them little felonious ass talk to the Fed Depot police station, talking ass, rat ass, hoe ass, dick in a booty ass niggas. Them niggas, boy, they can't even shut up. I thought the clout was real. The clout is so real with these niggas, that's why y'all know them on the internet. They willing to do anything they can as niggas. That's why they'll even do calls to No Jumper, the same place that got they pictures in indictments. Yes, Brick is the trick. Brick Baby is yelling with them veins in his neck, talking about we gonna put Kill Squad. Y'all know when he did that Kill Squad shit. And you know that pillow in the background? In the federal indictment picture? Yeah, one of the thousands of pages that they got. Brick Baby with his veins out his neck. Yeah, when he was geeking off them Perkionas. Yeah, hoe ass nigga. And you still calling that place Brick Baby? Now, you might not have seen that paperwork because I know if you asking for bailout, you definitely ain't got no Fed fucking lawyer. Now, in the state, I probably would have said you probably got some action. Because your mama put her house up, whatever, what have you. Mamas always love their kids to the end. But that don't mean they ain't wrong. But old Bricksky, I know you from the county jail. And I know when you was in there, boy, you didn't even have no food. I'm talking about that nigga was going to the store to get soups. That's it. That was the whole bag. No whole shebangs. No beef summer sausage. No chili cheese chips. No refried beans. No jalapeno cheese squeeze. The nigga didn't even have a little dude. Nothing. A honey bun. Nathaniel. The nigga come over to my bed every morning or every night with that other nigga from 4-6 neighborhood with that little bootsy ass haircut and them fucked up tattoos all around his head. But we not gonna go there. And that nigga used to say, "Hey, Neptune, hey, you want me to cook the breakfast?" And I'd be like, "Shit, what we having today?" The type of nigga that be up knowing what we finna have for breakfast before niggas even know what we having for breakfast. That was Brick Baby. Nigga, I wake up. Nah, wake up. It's the first. Hey, you trying to cook something this morning? Like, Let me shit. Let me brush my teeth or something, man. Damn. How long you been thinking about this? Like, nigga, like, you was tells one of them niggas, oh, I can't wait till this nigga get up. Hell yeah. You see all that nigga chips right there? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can at least, yeah, for sure. And then tonight, he got them hot chips. So we gonna go ahead and put our meat together, and we gonna say we came together on a beef stick. You know what I mean? Just like, what's the deal? What's the deal? Like, they gonna do it like Munchie B. We got the beef stick. We got some chips. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna come in, whatever I got, beef stick, chips, all type of shit. And I'll be thinking to myself, you know, I could have made this by myself. It would have been way bigger. It would have been way meatier. And I'm over here fucking with Brick is the trick. Wait, well, his name was not Brick the trick. His name was Shitty Cuz. Never forget that. Shitty Cuz. And when he told me his name, and he shook my hand, I said, self, damn. Me and my homies gonna have some real problems calling me shitty anything. You finna call me shitty cuz in front of the hoes? Oh no. We ain't even finna start today, so it sure ain't finna be no tomorrow. Cause a nigga be like, yeah, roll the blunt, shitty cuz. No. I'm sorry, my friend. I cannot have that name. And if that's my name from the hood, I wouldn't be from the hood. Hell yeah. Nigga ain't finna be calling me no goddamn shitty cuz. Yeah, like stinky cuz, dirty cuz. Like, man, that's your name? God damn, broski. I see why you went to Brick Baby. It's from the opposite of the totem pole. You go from shitty cuz to Brick Baby. You go to don't have money to giving out money to the poor. Nigga, use a goddamn lie, nigga. Hey, don't drop the soap, nigga. And that's coming from Neptune the Goon, nigga. Cause I know, you know what I mean? You ain't got your little weight up now, but when you first got up in there, what'd you tell the world? You was 140 something pounds. Smoked out. Smoked out. Put another ride. Let's get P.O.D.'d. 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 The purse can't get no better. No better. Yeah. Man, Brick, you was sniffing them, popping them, eating them with Pop-Tarts, nigga eating them with Pops, eating them with motherfucking Frosted Flakes, pancakes, and all the shit, nigga. And then, and I think about it, jumping on another subject, what's up with this nigga Milk 74? Now, don't y'all notice Milk 74 always pop up out of nowhere? Then, when he pops up, he got a beard, he don't got a beard. He got hair, he ain't got no hair. He look like white boy, he look like downtown agent. You know what I mean? He remind me of the you know that white dude that was trying to act black on New Jack City with Ice-T, the police. He was like, yeah, brother. Yeah, he just gonna stay on that old pipe, brother. Yep. Milk 74. That's you, my brother. And where you come from, we don't know. Now it seems to me on my desk of to do, check off to do, getting your ass list, YouTube crash and smashing ass nigga. This brother has a nerve to tell the world he's homeless. He's homeless. I don't know if y'all heard that, but Milk 74 telling the world that he homeless. Now, it could be one or two things. Now, mind you, I said he's a pop-up, get on. Pop-up, get on. Pop-up, get on. And lately, he been trying to get on the Hoovers. You know what I mean? Because they've been getting on him. Gumby, I think Hawk got on him. You know, and now, when I hear, yeah, you need to come to the hood, this is that. Nigga is 40-some years old. Nigga, you ain't got to do shit, nigga. 40. If you still going to the hood, I put it like this. If you 40 some years old and you ain't got direct family members and ties to it, cause you know, it's only on you to do better for yourself. Now some niggas ain't they can't get right. And I know some of them that just, you know, he said T-Rail filed for bankruptcy, you out of pocket. But, you know, like, for you to be telling somebody to be summons to the hood, just like dumbass Dusty Draw Slim, I was like, how the hell is you on here talking about you the lieutenant general and you have some TYGs, TYBs tell you to come to the hood to get your what? Wow, this shit is just out of control. Now, on another tip, since he said T-Rail filed for bankruptcy, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. And maybe I shouldn't say too much about it based on, you know, some things that I come to know. But I don't know if that'll be YouTube friendly because they'll say I'm encouraging, you know, uh, some kind of unethical actions. So what I will say is sometimes when people order up a gang of stuff and you get hip to certain things, um, filing for bankruptcy ain't the worst thing in the world. And as a matter of fact, it might just help you save a lot of things that you ain't paid off. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know T-Rail had a stove, but I know if it's in the Hoovers, I wouldn't think that would be safe. Now you gotta think about it. Just like I told who did I tell this to? Oh, Seaman Time Exotics. Now Seaman Time Exotics, the one that did the interview with Aunt Hefe, don't matter what the check say as long as the feds pay, I'll be there every day with no delay. Well, Aunt Hefe had a back and forth with this dude about Munchie B situation on getting locked up or whatever it was, whatever happened to Munchie. I don't really be giving a fuck. He always be lying. So anyway, I don't believe nothing to come out that nigga mouth. So yeah, and they was going back and forth. And this nigga had the nerve to tell me back in the day when I first got on YouTube. This nigga told me, let me stop saying that word. This brother told me after he jumped on 2 or 3 of the lives I was doing with other people, mind you, other people didn't have nothing to do with this brother. He jumped on 2 or 3 other lives just because he see like 200, 300, 500 people in there, this, and that, and just gets on there and straight trolls. Troll, 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 troll. He get on there like everybody knew him, like he was the hottest thing on there, like he was a blessing to the screen, right? That's how this nigga get down. So I was like, man, this nigga too into it. This brother's too into himself. You feel me? So I was like, all right, first red flag, and you know I'm from the gang. So when this red flag is, what side of the pocket did he wear that red flag? That nigga's not official if he didn't wear it on the right side. And that's a fact. First red flag on Demon Time Exotics. That's his real name. Then this nigga, brother, I hit this nigga up, brother, in a DM, and I say, something. Yeah, man, since you like to get in my lives and stuff like that, look, man, I'm finna be over here. We finna finish off where we left off, blah, 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 blah. You know what this brother had the nerve to tell me? I'ma need some monetary compensation. Boy, if I could have looked at him like this, I would have, what? He said, I need monetary compensation. My subscribers is up. You only got such and such, he said less than 5, that's what he told me, you have less than 500 subscribers, blah, 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 blah. We can talk once I get some dough. And I told him just like this, man, you bitch ass nigga. I said, man, you can have all the clout you want on the internet. Nigga know I'm more famous than you on the street. I said, nigga, you could be YouTube famous all the fuck you want, nigga. I said, in the streets, I'm more famous than you. You bitch. That's what I told him. Next thing you know, crickets. Ain't heard a peep, not nothing. I ain't even seen the brother even bring in numbers like me. I ain't never seen him on no lives, no shorts, no nothing, bringing no 25, 19, nowhere near thousands. And I started years after your mark ass. And you telling me that I need to be with you because you the famous dude? Seems like you lacking. Because if you say you have all these thousands of subscribers, but you only get 300 and something views on your goddamn videos, shut your bitch ass up. And don't tell me about monetary compensation. You need to be hollering at YouTube and how you can get them Autobots to hit you some likes and some conversation comments. So maybe you could look like your daddy, which is me one day. You dig? Maybe you can learn something. Because that voice, number one, is annoying. Boy, when I heard your voice, I knew you was a Zark Mark bitch at the park. I knew you was not like that, my man. So, Semen Time Exotics, get off Compton Rick Rock dick. Hey man, I got Compton Rick Rock about to come on. That's how you talk. Them weird ass glasses on. Come on, man, them is fake. Them is fake. You bought them from Ling Ling. Ling Ling downtown LA. 2 for $7. 7 a piece. Whatever they call. $10. You got the, man, come on, man. Stop it. Monetary, and then you have the nerve to try to chime in and then say, hey, Stingy K. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Stingy K? What I say to him? Fuck you too, nigga. I don't give a fuck about your Charleston White riding there. That's all your content. Charleston White, Charleston White, Charleston White. Till Charleston White got on your ass. And you said, man, I ain't, I ain't finna go back and forth with Unc. Man, I'ma just leave Charleston White. Y'all know how it is, cause, on YouTube, if you say some crazy stuff, they'll try to get your channel down. No, Charleston White said, why you using his commentary so much to make your channel, brother? That's what he was telling you, and you just try to blow it off so you can keep running his content. Stingy K he might as well say, Charleston White Payless shoe knockoff. If Stingy K couldn't get some Charleston White footage, Charleston White commentary, man, Stingy K his channel would plummet, plummet down the toilet. Boy, your whole life is off of Charleston White. And don't nobody be on him and riding him like a motherfucking bull that you put motherfucking dollars and quarters in the way you do. He be riding it with no hands. I'm talking about enjoying the thrill. He put hella quarters. He don't even let nobody else get on the bull. He just come with a sack of quarters and be riding Charleston White with no hands. Like them quarter bulls. When you go to them country towns, pay that quarter, and you really want to see the girls like flop their little fat booties on there and all that. Nah, Stingy K, man, put Charleston Whitehead on there and let him ride it. He gonna put his hands up in the air and say, wee, wee. Man, Charleston White is paying him on the back end. Oh, my mama, he wouldn't even be able to pay his bills if it wasn't for Charleston White commentary. Bro, get off him. Bro, your whole channel, you got the nerve, bro, you got the nerve to show your face, too. Proud of it. You better off having an animated character, something like mine, and never show your face, because you bold as a motherfucker, especially being from PDL. And then I see why you stay on Charleston White. Why? Because, nigga, he don't have no smoke that you can have out your own lips with somebody in LA. But mind you, you from Pasadena. You is from Pasadena, so you in LA, Langs, y'all got a little something going. But as far as Pasadena having a line to push in LA, man, you better take your ass back to Pasadena, nigga. You and your homies. Because if it was possible, y'all would have been in LA. So it's not possible. Take your ass back to Pasadena. But in other news, That's why you do Charleston White. It's a safety zone where you can do your YouTube and you can honestly say, "Well, I'll be talking about these LA dudes. Man, you see, I be on my Charleston White." Yeah, I bet. I bet. I'll be on my Charleston White. Man, you be riding it with no hand. Wee! Wee! All I see is Stingy K. Charleston White, Charleston White, Charleston White. And then, just like I said, old Dusty Draw Slim. I don't know what you doing on that network you got over there, but I know without Crip Mac, yo 5'5" and ain't 5'5". And old Dusty Draw Slim, I seen you in that DC Baby Draco vlog. Ashy didn't, man. Look at this. This is old dirty Draw Slim. His skin was ashy as this motherfucking fire pit. And I ain't put no extras on it. That nigga's shirt was ashy as this motherfucking gray t-shirt I got on. And this shit fresh. You still see the wrinkles in this bitch. That nigga motherfucking old dirty Draw Slim, his skin look just like this and his elbows look just like that rust. Man, get your ass out of here. Got the nerve. Yeah, you big homie on the block. Yeah, your boy old Dusty Draw Slim. Yeah, I ain't brought the skeezy on today. You know, I'm just over here chilling with the 19-year-old niggas. Get your general, lieutenant, nigga, Captain Crunch, nigga, sergeant, Captain Spanky ass up out of here, nigga. Motherfucking Lieutenant Dan ass, nigga. Weird ass, nigga. Nigga over there came way out from the valley. Nigga, you came way, you live by T-Rail. You live by motherfucking, that other nigga from Community. Yeah, all y'all live in the valley. That's why Whack 100 Ben said, y'all stay in my hood. Y'all stay in my hood. You wonder why Whack 100 is quick to go to back on Fig. Quick to fuck with Community. Because they all down the street from that nigga. And then once old Dirty Jaw Slim started getting on that kicking cack, seeing cool, and that motherfucking fucking with Crip Mac, they hair been swooped him. But they found out the nigga's a flip-flop like a thong shoe, fresh out the beach, the one your girl wear. That nigga's a fitty flopper. Man, I ain't never seen this nigga make too many zeros off his motherfucking lives, shorts, unless it got something to do with Crip Mac. That shit is real shit. That nigga, but if you was doing that kicking cack being booed, then nigga get the jerking something with you and Munchie, nigga. It ain't enough niggas know y'all official, right? Yeah, I know. But y'all need a spider loke and all them. See, you see this? See this on my face? See, I got these from scripting and scraping with the police. I still be putting Palmer's cocoa butter on it to this day. You know, cause I was squabbling with 4 police and went to jail and bailed out. When do y'all I know I'm older than some of y'all. When do y'all kick up some dust and show your proof? Like your band, you know, your wristband that they say, you know, they got to cut off or you can't go home. Yeah, the shit I be taking home, talking about I lost it, and they still let me go home because I know the police be on bullshit. Yeah, I know. You be listening. I don't. I be running my own program, ROP, nigga. Learn that, nigga. Juvenile hard, nigga. Running own program. Nigga, I'm taking thermals. Nigga, you took me off the streets. Nigga, I'm taking something. Nigga, souvenir something. Nigga, you say that's a fucked up souvenir. Nigga, I'm gonna put a date to the time I did that, nigga. And when I took them thermal bottoms, nigga, I was in there with Brick Baby. 12 days for a DUI that I took for my little brother. Oh, my mama. And we wouldn't have went to jail if we wasn't fucking around in fucking Torrance. Told my little brother, man, what the fuck we doing out here in Torrance? Well, I just drive around, man. Shut up, nigga. End up going to jail. Nigga, I had to take your motherfucking DUI just so your ass keep your motherfucking UPS job. I should have told mama, this nigga in jail, yep, it was his drink, and yep, he got to deal with it. That's what I should have did. I probably would have changed your life instead of saving it. But you know how that go. And we still ain't told our mama about that incident. That's just still between me and him. Did my mama do? At that time, my mama knew I was going to jail so much, it was just regular. She'd be like, oh, Terrell in jail? What do you do this time? And then you'll hear my other sister, Jailbird, always in the background, Jailbird. He probably asking for some money. No, actually, I be asking y'all to go get my money out of my bank account, and I'm paying y'all gas and to bring it up there for me. Since you're talking about asking for some money, you can't say a nigga asking for money when it's my own goddamn money. The fuck, nigga? Don't tell me I'm asking for money. I'm paying for the phone call too. It bought you something to eat for the night. Where your baby daddy at? Where your motherfucking job at? Shit. I don't remember the last time somebody said, "Hey T, happy birthday. Here goes $500." Nigga never, nigga. Bitches ain't even bought me no goddamn J's. All my sisters. All them bitches. But I bet you, I done bought shoes for their kids several years. Birthdays, and beginning of school year. And I'm not your baby daddy. Ain't that something? I think I need some restitution. I learned that word from jail. Once I got locked up, and the judge said, you owe $13,700 and something dollars in restitution. I was like, bitch, say what? Yeah, all right. Yeah. Put it on my tab. I'm good for it. My credit's good here. Nigga, I never paid them niggas. Then they tried to threaten me talking about you ain't gonna get out. It was like 2010. They don't tell a nigga. They gonna tell me, yeah, you can't get off parole until you pay this. I was like, shit. Camp Hill in Philly right now? Yeah, man. Look, man. All them trenches is the same. I got my dose of the first small county jail, and I did not like it. The only thing I can say that's different from a small county jail and a bigger county jail, you could get out the female officers. You could get at the nurses. You could say whatever you want to them. You could ask for their number. And the officers that be walking with them, they don't tell you like, get off of her, hey, don't say that, we gonna whip your ass. Nope. They don't do that. They let you get at them. Matter of fact, I went to the store in Decatur today. I went to a farmer's market in Decatur today, and I seen a big booty, dark skin, red dread officer that was in there when I was in there. On the dead homies. On the dead homies. And she see me in there. Now I wasn't looking fly, but I ain't never looking like a bum. And if you see me wearing Crocs or something, some flip-flops, best believe the bottom of my motherfucking socks. Always. Always. You did? Always. You see? Don't don't, please. Just please. Don't, please. So anyway, now that we got that out the way. So I'm in the Nike slides though. Two-tone ones. And a little like what I call my down south little flannel jacket, but it ain't regular like flannel colors like orange and like peach, brown, like weird ass colors, just different. And got my glasses on and shit. I swear to God, she was one of them deputies wear them tight ass pants because she got booty and it be wrinkled up around her waist because she got to wear a bigger waist size because she got all that booty. So yeah, she was in there shaking and all that, but she be like, hi, but she don't really, people be trying to say shit, but she be, she be on her shit. Nigga, when I seen her at the farmer's market today, she walked by, she looked. You can't see my eyes because they got dark ass shades. So she walked by, and we at the fish section. And this fish section out here, bet it was so many Africans over there for the big old fish with the big old eyes and the big old head, look like barracudas. Man, they was light up, and I could tell they got big booties. And they be filling out, but you could tell by the face, even if they light skin or dark skin, you be like, they not American. And they was lined up for whatever kind of bogus ass fish they was selling. Them niggas was there deep. I'm talking about like they was giving out government free cheese deep, waiting. And everybody in there looked like they from Somalia or some kind of African something. Cause the dude that checked us out, I could tell he looked like them pirates. Them pirates with that took what's his name? I forgot. The dude that played Forrest Gump. When the Somalians took over that boat, that's exactly what that nigga looked like. But the darker skin ones. But yeah, yes, hair just like that, like an Indian, like a dark Indian. Yep, that nigga checked us out today. But yeah, she walked by one time. She looked and double looked, and I look like, yep, you ain't talk shit to me in jail, so I ain't got nothing to say to you, right? So then she walked by again, and then when she walked by this time, I could tell she was like, yeah, Tom Hanks. So you walk by again, she was like, and I was like, I just looked at her like, I see you, but if you was acting weird in there, don't act like this now, cause in there they could fuck with you, and that's why though Georgia jails, the way they be getting escapes and stuff like that, I could tell the free staff is very free. They don't know I don't fuck with y'all. And some of them I know just come in there, they wear the tightest pants. It be tailored up. I'm talking about these sheriffs. They pants be looking like if they sneeze. Man, they pants be looking like motherfucking poetic flacos on stretch mode. Yep, and I be thinking like, goddamn well you come to work and you gotta jump in these motherfucking pants. Probably got booty stains, doo-doo stains, all kind of smells up in there. You feel me? Yep. If you do that for some jail niggas, yeah, I already know what you on. And she was one of them. But, how that shit go. Everybody, they'll act like something until it is something. Yeah, on my mama, them pants was so damn tight. I was just like, yeah, in jail though. You know what I mean? Like you wear this to jail, to work in a jail, in a men's facility. Come on, man. You know exactly what you doing. But like I said, my sister always tried to tell us this story how dark skinned females always feel like they gotta do extra to get attention. This bitch works at a male's facility. If you had a small chicken wing arm with ass, they gonna look at you. Niggas in there, they don't care. Nigga, if your booty on flat, somebody gonna like you. They don't care if you got hearing aids in your ear. I done seen a lady in there with hearing aids in her ear. They was on her. Old ladies that looks like they carry the Bibles to church. They was on them. Skinny white girls where they pants is slimmer than slim. Minus 2-0. You feel me? I'm talking about skinnier than skinny. Still got baggy room in them. They was on them too. What's the deal? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Nah, you on some other shit. You went too far if she got an extra leg. Nah, see? Nah, my guy. That was a good slide in, but that wasn't slick. You ain't like can of oil slick sliding that in there. So I understand what you on. But I get it though. Ha ha he he. That just make the day go by. I just like looking at the trees making the day go by, you know? Yep. Chilling for today. Just got finished putting all this drywall and stuff up, stacking it up, putting new doors up. But yep, that's what it is though. But like I said, man, y'all believe in no jumper, and y'all give that white dude the views, man. You know, and like I said, one day it'll be all these gang members, and as soon as he get into it with you, the next day it's all these next gang members. So I can't keep up. But what I can keep up with is how many people raise their hand to go to Fed Depot and just tell the wildest story they can just for some clout. And it goes from the only person that really ain't got no story to tell on there is Adam 22. He just sit there and listen to you tell your whole little wild ass story. He let you tell, whatever lies you want to tell. And he just sit there. And you can see like sometimes in a sarcastic way, he'll say something that's real smart aleck, but it's the white way of being funny. Cause they use sarcasm as they jokes. We got jokes. They got sarcasm as jokes. And he'll say something sarcastic to Whack 100. He'll say something to Munchie, even Aunt Hefe. And a lot of it be going right over their head. Yeah, this what I said, like, okay, when 4 Extra was getting into it with with Adam, he started bringing Munchie around. When Munchie started getting into it with him, or like, not bringing him no bread, he brought all the Brick Babies. And you see how Munchie came every once in a while when Brick Baby was there. And I even think, even with Butchie at Brick Baby, talk about, hey, free my nigga Brick. Nigga, you talk about free this nigga Brick. This nigga is the main chief Indian in selling niggas out and telling niggas having that phone. What do you mean free Brick? Now, okay, Mr. Munchie B, Mr. Gang Member. So check this out, Mr. Gang Member. So when the paperwork come out that Brick Baby said a lot of things that he shouldn't have said, like Woody, then what you gonna say? Oh man, I didn't know he was doing all that. Man, that was my boy. Shut your ass up, nigga. You part of the grid program too, nigga. You be turning in essays every week too, nigga. Talking about, yeah, I be going to different hoods and squashing beef. Nigga, how you gonna squash beef if you can't even see the streets you driving on? You don't even know who you talking to. That's like Ray Charles talking about he going through the streets of LA squashing beef. Where? When? How? You don't even know who niggas is, what they look like. You wouldn't even know if somebody hit you over the head with an anvil, just like the damn the cartoons be doing. Just drop something on your head, you wouldn't even see that they got you standing right on the X. They'll be like, yeah, come up a little more. Yeah, speaking to this microphone, and you be standing right in the middle of the bullseye. Dunk. Yeah, you wouldn't even know. You don't even know to look up. When the last time you looked to the sky, Munchie? Never. Nigga ain't never looked at the sky. Then nigga ain't never said, man, look at those clouds and them trees. He don't do that. He can barely see his hand. The fuck wrong with niggas? Nigga talking about we was finna start a podcast together. Man, yeah, for real. Man, that's what I said. Once I started really getting into YouTube, I was like, oh man, I could roast these niggas for days. Man, this shit is lies. You can see the way they do shit. And then another example how Adam 22 tried to turn shit up. He know goddamn well Stupid Young fuck with the Stink Team. And you just randomly, out of all the numbers you could possibly call on your hot ass federal phone, because I know if he say people be begging to come on a podcast, I didn't see your text message. Yeah, you hit me up quite a few times. Do you know the text messages, or just can you imagine the text messages that Adam 22 gets to try to blow up his page? 607 King Pill, Munchie, Gumby. Just think of all the people that ever been on there that you be like, man, this nigga lying. This nigga clout chasing. Now just imagine the text messages and all the stuff we never know about. The behind the scenes to make the show. Then you wonder why Adam 22 will have somebody that he interviewing and be like, oh man, I really don't know your stuff like that, man. I really, it's the first time I heard of you. The first time I heard of you. So why you bring him on the show? And then pay attention to him. Adam 22, while he's doing the interview, he'll stay looking at that phone. Because why? Somebody in No Jumper is texting him questions. And 9 times out of 10, Remo, Poetic Flacco. And then if it's on some rap shit, Lush. That's his behind the scenes go-to. And he'll be texting them and asking them about questions. And I didn't even see Adam 22 read something like how I'm looking at y'all on the phone, ask the question, and then the dude respond like, which one you talking about? He be like, I don't really know. Just, the chat was telling me to ask you. You was a goddamn lie. The chat. Yeah, all right. You got your lingo down pat. But when them feds come, you got that down pack too. First thing you gonna do is go reach for that lawyer. The first thing Wack gonna do is holler at his special agent in the feds. Cause he has a relationship with a lot of federal agents. And they tell him, you ever notice how Whack 100, when he get in trouble, and you could tell like he probably had a lip lashing from the police, he get on the internet nice in the motherfucker. Yeah, man, I don't even got nothing to say about that, brother, because people be doing all this and they be acting like this, and you know they'll go behind your back and woo, 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 and then he'll start talking about some loose cannon shit, and then it'll be random words. Yep. Then he back to, I'll kill this person and I'll get your mama, and how much it costs for your head, I got a lot of it and I'm rich. And then it go to, yeah, you know, cause really, you know, when you get to a certain level, man, you don't really be into all that, man. You just get your real estate, you get your money, and you know, them other dudes ain't really nothing. No, 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 no. Them other dudes ain't nothing now because they ain't getting 10, 20, 25,000 views that's yelling your name and something you did, you know? Shit, y'all, man. Like I said, man, dangerous game. Dangerous game. And the number one thing I do is comment off the commentation. As long as you post it, I can do content on it. Yeah, it's like they'll, and then a lot of them, just like I know Munchie B, them niggas, everybody that fuck with Munchie, when he lost his page, they was all tweeting, they was all sending Instagrams. Everybody was telling everybody, hey, go subscribe to this, woo woo woo. It's my man Munchie, woo woo woo. It's a team. They don't do it by themselves. Like I said, A-Trays and the families, they been butt buddies since nigga. We know, man, how long the motherfucking Englewood families been? Nigga, Englewood families and the A-Tray gangsters, I could say for sure around 2010-ish. Maybe before that. That's how long the A-Tray gangsters been fucking with the IFs. At least 2010-ish. Because I remember getting out, and I remember that was 2010. So I don't know if it was in the first year or two, but when I got out, I always had a car. Like when I got out, my dad had me the first Chrysler truck, that Chrysler Pacifica. Now it's a van. They only make it in vans. But the first one, it was a truck, and it had 2 amps in it. It had an amp for the front and an amp for the back. You talk about, nigga, that shit beat without having beat. Shoosh. That shit for a regular car, that Chrysler Pacifica, the first one had beat. Stupid dumb beat. I'm talking about people be in the whip with me, and I was living in Laguna Niguel. And that's Orange County, but that's the rich, like it's Laguna Hills, that's rich. Laguna Niguel is right by the water. That's where my dad had a house. That's where he died. So yeah, man, we was out there, and every time I play a beat, especially that Lil Wayne, it was that No Ceilings, the first one, and then that it was I think I'm Big Meech. It was that Rick Ross. I think I'm Big Meech came out. Plies had a new album. I'm on brown. She on some like I'm on white. She on brown. Some shit. Let me get that Becky on this liquor. Oh so heavy. Whoa, for she necklace, head, and I am ready. Give me that Becky. Yep, that's when that came out. Um, yeah, that's when Waka Flocka was in hard in the paint. Hell yeah, that's when all that shit was shaking. That's when them niggas linked up. That's why I said once I start thinking, I'll be like, when did I see that motherfucking hit up on the wall? And the homies told me to drive there. Yep. The homies told me to drive there. So I'm driving because the homie kept telling me like, blood, these Inglewood family niggas clicked up with the A-Trays. I'm like, nigga, stop lying. They ain't fuck with no Crips. Nigga, you stupid. They was like, nah, nigga, like it's on the wall, gang. I'm like, niggas clicked up with Crips, like niggas in trouble, like that's the first thing I said. Niggas in trouble like that? Like, damn, y'all clicked up with the Crips? Damn. Then I start thinking, all right, they beef with us. They beef with the NHPs. That's already a whole side of Englewood you just cannot come to. You better not pass that Englewood swap meet talking about you from where? Bang. Bye bye. By the police station, all that. You out of there. But, this allegedly. So then they was beefing with 6 O's. So that means you can't come to this part of Englewood. You can't leave out of Englewood. And then later on, they was beefing with the Langs. So then the mafias is mafia Langs. So pretty much you like pretty much boxed in. So at one point in time, I could damn near say like Inglewood families was beefing with everybody in Inglewood, but they got so many different branches of it. You got 8 O's, 7 7s, 9 deuce, 9 foes, and the 6 foes. The 6 foes is the motherfucking Centinela Park, aka Edward Vincent Park families. So yeah, they got 4 or 5 different little sections, but most of them all together, and then the other ones like kind of off. And then it's like our hoods is between both of them until you get to the Centinela Parks, then the 6 O's. But Centinela Parks, they got a quick hood. They got a cool hood, but nigga, I always knew growing up, everybody from CPF, them niggas was getting murked off first, cause you right there by the 6 O's. Like I used to be like, nigga, that's easy ground. Like, nigga, you get caught late night at Edward Vincent Park, Centinela Park, done. The police, we used to catch the police, me and Junior kick ass from CPF. He used to wear the red dicky suits, the blue flannels with the red, skinny red thing, Pendleton jackets. Nigga with the blue dickies, blue t-shirts with the red chucks with the red laces. Nigga with the red rubber bands, knockers in his head, just like don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. That nigga used to look just like that nigga. I'm talking about thick ass red rubber bands in there, like they was like spaced out, but it was a gang of them. Where his hair, like when they first do him, his little pigtails used to stick out. I used to be like, damn, this nigga burnt the fuck out. Then you'll put that do rag on, and then they'll start laying down on everything. That nigga thought he was too gangster. He didn't even wear the braids. He was just in rubber bands all the way down with knockers and shit all at the top and shit, trying to make it like, yeah, he was extra out, just like nigga. It was like the early 2000s. He was still dressing like he was in the 80s. That's what I knew. And then I know my dad seen me too. My dad used to tell me like, "Why you always hanging out with them grown men?" I'd be like, "What is you talking about?" I know what he talking about. He be seeing me walking with the homies up and down the street. My dad be like, "Look at this nigga, thinking he a gang member." But he wouldn't bother me. The only time he'll bother me is if he was looking for me and he really need my help. But other than that, I know he blew off a gang of shit, because sometimes he'll drive by and be like, "Hey, T, you straight?" I be like, "Why, what's up? We finna go get something to eat. You hungry?" I used to be like, "Oh, look at my dad pulling up in the hood. Ain't that something?" That's crazy, huh? My dad would come check on me and tell me, "Hey, yeah, we were just driving through and said we seen you. We finna get some Carl Jr. You want some?" I'd be like, "Hell yeah." He'd be like, "Well, get in the car, because I ain't gonna drop it off to you." "All right, I'll get it at the house." He'd be like, "All right, gone." Yep, for real, for real. And that was back then. And then that's when it wasn't I can't say it wasn't no cameras. It was mainly by the cash register. They wasn't all outside the buildings. They wasn't on the lights or the light poles. They wasn't in front of everybody's house. Now, nigga, if you gonna do it, do it. I mean, I ain't encouraging no bullshit, but just like you want to be a football star, a basketball star, a content creator, nigga, what you telling me for? Do it. That's what I be telling everybody, like, bruh, I don't be asking nobody nothing. I just be doing this shit. And just like right now, I'm feeling over this AdSense shit and getting this shit switched over, and I gotta wait till some shit get mailed to the house just so I can get my payments and shit like that. Nigga, I've been bullshitting with YouTube, and they keep telling me I got money, and I ain't been cashing it for like some months. Like, I could say like, nigga, I'm going on my 3rd month not cashing my YouTube check on the dead homies. Yeah, I know, I'm getting it. This is the 3rd month, and it just be saying you got this, and I did my AdSense and all that stuff, and I got to get this stuff sent. But yeah, but like I said, with my commentary, I didn't. They said I said some hate speech. Now I didn't heard some people on No Jumper. Yeah, yeah, I did it. I'm getting it. Yeah, I'm doing it right now. But the way I feel is, 2 days before Munchie B page got took down. Yeah, I got money stacking up. 2 days before Munchie B page got took down, they hit me with the hateful speech. And then you know how you can't log in, you can't even watch a video unless you. They told me, this is just a warning. You'll take these 7 questions, blah blah blah. So I did the 7 questions, but I felt it twice because I had just woke up. I was like looking like this. I was finna go live, and then I felt it twice. But then when I got up and brushed my teeth, and then I actually read that shit, I passed that shit like a young nigga should, right? So I passed it. So then they was like, yeah, woo, you can't say stuff about people, and then you do gotta cover your grammar. You gotta expand your vocabulary. That's for sure, for sure. And just like I said, my dad told me, yeah, I heard you. Yeah, you have to, you have to. And this is how I could tell, Rock. This is how I know for sure. When I was going live, right now I have 120, 230 people. Now, when they don't know what you liable to say and they hit you with that, they not gonna. It's like everybody got to turn their notifications on all back over again because they'll make everything you work for zero back down. Now I know that you got to guard your words because once you start getting them views, they'll pay you, but you gonna have to be scrutinized like a mug, like you are really the face of their business. And if you get to start talking about crazy stuff and you got all these people watching, they won't let you suck up YouTube by with your antics. They ain't gonna let you Charleston White them. They not gonna let you get no Charleston White. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, Munchie, I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. Well, and I could tell now one person I think that be going way too far and who take it way too personal on the emotional. I got 3 sisters, one older and 2 younger. On the emotional bitch ass level is that dude Snoopy sassy ass. That boy is so between him and Munchie, I don't know who more emotional because they do all the gloss on the lips and they go out their way for them thumbnails, bro. I'll be like, these dudes go to sleep with this brother on their mind and wake up with this brother on their mind. Bro, this is YouTubery. Please go home and live your life after you get off of YouTube because I could just tell. And the one interaction that I ever had with Snoopy Badass was when the homeboy Popeye, when I thought everything was good just a week ago, and he was putting Munchie B on blast. And I was like, all right, nigga from his hood finally telling the truth. I said, okay, I could deal with that. Now, Munchie, I understand you don't like what happened to you, bruh. I wouldn't either. But do you know you had a chance to redeem yourself? So don't just act like I wasn't in there fighting for you and I didn't give a damn about your hood or your homies at that time. So for me to be fighting, hell yeah, man, Spider Loc ate that shit up because I was not lying. He knows. When certain people tell you stuff, you get a certain age in life. Like I said, the kids, grown, boys and girls. You cannot flim flam me with lies. Even if you think they new ones. I'll look at you, might look away from you, and try to get my thoughts together before I say what I'm finna say. But them couple words, if I know you ain't keeping it solid, I already got my decision made before you plead. Talk about the kids need this. Can I get some extra money for school supplies? Bruh, look, brother. You been spending how much on weed? And you gotta smoke top flight and you gotta smoke the biggest backwoods, huh? The fat ones. Like you OG Gumby? Have you ever looked in your ashtray and seen how big? Cause you ain't got roaches, you got water bugs. You ever thought about rolling some of them water bugs that you be throwing away? That's a whole lot of trees you be throwing in the trash. Mister, I need some help. Or sister, I need some help. Oh yes, indeed. It's real. But like I said, the content, once you start running your numbers up, AI of YouTube is gonna scrutinize all your words. So you better say this is for YouTube purposes only. Yo cursing, they gonna dock you for that. Like right now, every time I get on, they just show me more money that I'm making. If I do shorts, they show me how much money I'm making. It just every time I look back on there, it's just the money go up, the money go up. But it's a slow pace. But you do it right, you gonna be on. Like I said, I be talking about getting this GoPro, but like I said, man, I'm an old nigga, man. I ain't that old, but I'm old enough to say I'm old. To the streets, I'm old. You know what I mean? They told us we wasn't gonna make it past 25. Now the police told me it's 21. And it went from statistics from LA, went from 25 to 21. But I don't see how it went to 21 because at this day and age, in 2025, man, ain't nobody really cracking like eggs out there. Ain't nobody really sliding on blocks like that. And you know what I mean? Everybody know who they want. Other than that, people ain't just popping somebody just because they on a corner. And then the way LA really evolved, everybody goddamn related. Oh, my mama. So it's like, you know what I mean? The back door is gonna come because your homie is the front door. And then once word get around, you did something to whoop de whoop, and that's his relative, everybody, Yeah. Yeah, but that's how, but look, it's lit like this because I'm already used to talking to hundreds of people. I didn't even know I could talk to hundreds of people like this. And the damn the comments was going so fast like academics. I was just catching one going, catching one going, catching one going, catching one going. That's what I was doing. But ever since they said I did that hate speech, just like Compton Rick Rock said he lost his for 3 months. I'm at the point to where, yeah, see, that's what happened. YouTube, they took my notification bell type thing. So it's like just like all them YouTubers say you gotta hit it and then hit it again, like turn it off and turn it back on. That's what it is now. Cause ain't no way in hell I would have been in here even this much time. I would have went to 300, 400. Yeah, you see what I mean? You see what I mean? They took me out the algorithm because they said I was yeah, they said I was doing hate speech. Now you see what's up. Yeah, and it's not trying to because I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going live to let people accidentally catch me and catch back. Because every day I was getting at least like 50 some subscribers. Every day I was at my least I was getting 40 some subscribers a day. A day. I'm talking about sweeping the flow with niggas. I'm talking about, yeah. And like I said, getting those numbers, YouTube got on my ass. Yes. Yes. Look, I used to be on here, like I said, at 40 seconds, it'd be at least 40 people in here. And they be like, oh, what's up, my boy? And some ladies be like, yeah, this is my tea and coffee in the morning. Woo, woo. Yes. Yes. So it's pretty much now like everybody that I got, I gotta be on so much to where somebody be like, oh, that's my boy. You know what I mean? So it's up to me to keep it going. Just like this is one thing I took from Nina Boy that I never forget. Nina Boy told me, man, these bugs are tearing me up, man. I'm scratching everywhere. But Nina Boy told me just like this, look, man, once you get on this internet, it's up to you what you want to do. I was like, what you mean? He was like, yeah. So he told me, he said, what you gotta do is, he said, if you want to, since they put, if you feel that way about them, and they did what they did to try to put you on blast, and now the tables turn. Nina Boy was like, this is what you do. You stay doing it and make everybody feel it. I was like, yeah. He was like, yep. Since Bosco said what he said, and he was like, man, I know Bosco to be a liar. Everybody know Bosco to be a liar and this, and that. You know, everybody know Bosco ain't like that. But since he try to do you like that, it'll be your best interest to where you keep this going and you can get paid just like, like how he get paid. You can get famous like him. I was like, well, it ain't about being famous, this, and that. But the nigga said what he said. And I know so many niggas in the street, when they see my face, they was like, That is that nigga Neptune. Like my name ain't no weird ass name, and I ain't changed it for the internet. So I know when they look, they was like, yeah. Or they be like, I know his brother, I know his sister. Yep, all that. That's what got my I know that's what got me 200 and some, like 58 subscribers in the first day. Like the first day, everybody actually knew that I was on YouTube. I got 258 subscribers. And then, matter of fact, when I was going live in them chats and I was getting all them crazy ass numbers, YouTube just hit me up and said, yeah, in the last 3 days, you got 280, no, it was 287 subscribers, and it said something like you haven't did this since you first came to YouTube. On everything, it was like 3 days. I had got like 287 subscribers. Yup. YouTube would tell you everything though. On my mama, they was like, yeah, man. They was like, you ain't did this since your first like day breaking in YouTube. I was like, what? Like YouTube be on it. That's how I know they be on your content. Then you see how King AK do it. If he get to talking hella reckless, he gonna delete. He gonna delete the whole live. Who else deletes the live? King Peel. King Peel, if he know he say some crazy stuff or he do his rapping shit and he thinks niggas gonna take his verses or take his beat, he'll take it down. That's why everybody take it down. You know what I mean? Um, Another thing, like if I was to play, say I was on here to play Kodak Black and I was on here playing Glorilla or any kind of copyright type music, if I don't delete the pay the that live, they'll get at me about monetization and stuff like that. Like, yeah, so like it's a lot of stuff to watch out for, but it really ain't that hard. Like I said, build your vocabulary. And me, I ain't never like I say after I got out of like 21, 22, I stopped saying blood, 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 that blood, blood. Like what Bosco do, man, I stopped at like 22. Nigga was already wore out. Nigga, I was saying that shit since I was like 10, 11 years old. How many times I gotta say that shit, nigga? Like, goddamn, nigga. Like you just some niggas, some people just murder that word, but yeah, me, I've been saying that shit since like 12, 10, 11, 12 years old, man. Blood, blood, blood. And then just saying that shit when I wasn't even one. You know what I mean? So now, I was like at 22, I stopped saying that. 25, you had to really like get me like, you know what I mean, on some hanging out with the homies type shit. Nigga, 27, 30, man, you gotta get me piping, smoking hot to say some shit like that. Man, I don't be saying no blood, 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 blood. Man, that's stupid as hell. Look at Spectrum hit me up just because I turned this number back on. Spectrum, I ain't paying you shit. Man, you know how long ago it's been? Man, it's been like 2, 3 months. Man, I ain't paying Spectrum shit. That's why I switched to AT&T. Man, they better get lost. Spectrum is the boo-booest damn Wi-Fi and cable. Man, that shit trash. Another reason why I got out of Cali too, they talk about it's going under. I don't want to have no parts. What you talking about? Yeah, I don't want no parts, man. But I like it out here, man. I ain't gonna lie. The fresh air, the trees. The only thing I don't like is everything built out of wood and it rains so much that no matter how pretty your house is, how much money you spent, you're gonna forever have to do renovations. Like every so many years, you're gonna have to do it. Oh yeah. Man, there's bugs everywhere. Man, if I just walk through any grass, it don't matter a certain yard. Just walk through the grass. You gonna get fucked up. I'm talking about you gonna have bumps on your face, on your legs, on your arms. You can be like, damn, the bugs just came all the way up here. They just fly up and tear you up. Real talk, they just fly up and tear you up. I know Florida was the worst. Florida, them mosquitoes, everybody in their front yard had those screens that unfold. and it snap at the bottom, but you roll them up and they snap at the top. Everybody had them. Man, if you be on your front yard, it'd be mosquitoes, and then they got locust season. And they be having real hurricanes, like hurricanes. Right by the water, man. That shit's scary. I go lie. You said blood and plasma. I don't know what you talking about. Oh, they sucking your blood? That's for sure. And it be them small ones. The ones that hide in your grass is the real small mosquitoes. Now I see why my dogs be scratching and stuff like that, but at the same time, that mint, the smell of mint when you do that pet spray, like that stuff you get from like Petco, that flea and tick spray, that should get them off for a little bit, but if they in the backyard thugging like my dogs do, it'll last 2-3 days. Oh no, but my roommate just told me he be doing that. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I just got out of jail today and I gave some plasma and I got some little money and shit like that. I was like, oh, for sure. Yep. He was in there like 3 days. I gave some money to put on his books. So I know he got that on the card. And then this small ass county jail give you your money on a card. I was like, that's some bitch ass shit. Y'all small ass county jail. You mean to tell me y'all don't got the same cash that we got arrested in? Yeah, alright. Bullshit. Did a nigga like I paroled from prison. And that's the last time I been. When they first started giving debit cards, I think I paroled from Susanville, fire camp. That shit was the furthest ride I ever rode from home. I'm talking about I got on the bus at like 6:37. Man, I ain't get to San Bernardino till 12:30 p.m. Riding buses, trains. And all I had is this big old book to where I tear it off, tear it off, tear it off. And that was the longest ride of my life. Yeah, that was the last time I was in prison. But like I said, man, yep, AI, YouTube Federation, they hated on me, man. Took off all my notifications. I know a gang of people that used to tell me in the chat, like, I put my notification on, woo, hell yeah, I fuck with you, woo, hey, you crazy. I never see you on here before. Like my number one, I used to have a dude that always come on there talking about I look like Cat Williams, and I had always had another nigga that always say I look like Orlando Brown. I ain't seen them niggas like a week now. Ever since I got that thing to my page, I ain't seen them. And they used to be on in seconds. Then I used to get a gang of people in the Philippines and Russia. Yep. I don't know what it is, but every time I tried to get plasma, they told me my blood pressure was too high. The only time I really was thinking about it to get my blood pressure down, I started thinking about my son. And I just zoned out. And I ain't scared of the needle because I got too many tattoos. But when I started thinking about my son, that's the one time I was able to get plasma. Yeah, a lot of people try that shit, nigga. Yeah, I used to know everybody on the east side of LA that used to be like, man, I'm finna go get plasma, man. I need some money. Then it was some dudes trying to act like it was a prize. They was like, I don't know how many times it was, but it's somewhere in Watts or close to Watts where everybody used to be riding that blue line too. I know all them broke niggas. They used to always talk about they getting on the blue line over there by Imperial and Avalon, and they'll ride somewhere in things like Paramount or some shit like that, and they'll ride that blue line and they'll go and they'll get plasma, and yep. I done seen niggas up there like 2 times. And then they'll see me. Cause you got to go through this certain thing about your blood pressure, and if your blood pressure ain't right, they gonna let you get it. Man, I ain't been up there so many times, nigga. I'm talking about steaming hot, nigga. I done drove niggas up there in my car and went in there with them, and I'm the only one that couldn't get blood because my blood pressure. I don't know why. I don't know if it just I'm thinking about it too much or something. But I've been up there so many times, nigga. I gave up. I ain't giving no blood, man. That shit don't work for me, for real, for real. And I know the bummest niggas that go up there and get their money on. But nigga, I can't get it. Like for some reason, nigga, it ain't for me. Every time I tried it, but one time. And matter of fact, when it did go through, look, I'm acting like it was a check. One time it did go through, it was around Christmas. And I low key needed that, but mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah, they told me cigarettes. They told me coffee. Yeah, probably so. Cause I ain't never stopped. Even when I ain't had money, I was still buying packs of Newports. Even when they went up to like $22, $24, I was still buying them, finding them away. That was my number one slogan. If you can't afford them, don't ask for them. Nigga, you talking about can I get a cigarette? My nigga, you know a single cigarette is like $1.25. You go over there to the West Side Pyrus, across the street from that liquor store, man, that nigga's selling you one single $1.25, and the dead homies. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wow. Then I used to have this connect way over in Signal Hill, outside of Long Beach. And they was selling them $18, $17. I was like, okay, cool. But that's still a grip for some motherfucking cigarettes. Out here, since I've been out here like a month and a half, I didn't see it go from $8 to $9. $8 to $9. It don't never hit 10 unless you go into like a certain gas station that, you know what I mean? All gas stations be price gouging, but yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to say. The only time I feel good about it is out here. In LA, hell no. And then it's like, nigga, Newports is illegal. You know that? So for me to be smoking Newports, nigga, this is like a Cuban cigar. This shit illegal out here. So, you know how that go. But talking to a hood nigga, he ain't heard nothing but you saying no. But that's how it go though. Man, I'm surprised I didn't get sleepy, man. I ate some oxtails, some jerk oxtails with some jerk beans and rice. Then I ate you know them king crabs, not the snow crab legs, but them dinosaur like crab legs. I took a picture of it when I was making it, so I'ma post it too. I ate the type of crab legs that look like dinosaurs with the what's that shit? What I just say? Fuck, man. These flies, man. They tear me up. Yep. Yeah, colossal on my mama. Cause it was so big, I had to break it. So yeah, I took a picture of it though too when I put it in the boil and all that. But yeah, that shit was huge. That's why I said going to that farmer market with all them Africans, that's what I was over there waiting on. While they was over there waiting on. They was probably waiting on fish and the fish heads. I've been to an African funeral before, and the shit they eat, I was like, God damn. And they all wanted the eyeballs and shit like that. I seen them literally with the fish, open it up, start eating, and then they'll eat the fish head. They'll put the thing, the fork. I said the thing. They'll put the fork in the eyeball and eat that shit. And then they had like yellow rice with pinto beans. And I was like, okay, damn near every race fuck with the beans. That ain't like a real Mexican thing. For every country, that's protein for everybody. So beans ain't really like everybody be like, oh, that's that Mexican. Nah, if you do your research, beans is ingrained in every culture. Now, if you want to say taco shells and stuff like that, yeah, now you're talking Mexico. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And every culture knows, even the ones that's off the grid, the ones that we don't really even know too much about, that don't want to have phones and stuff like that. They eating beans and rice regularly. Like that's one of their number one grows is beans and rice. Yeah. So I be just like Munchie B when he said all Asians is Asians. Man, when I heard that on a live, I was like, Mr. Mayor, you is dumber than dum dum. Tell a Vietnamese he Korean. Tell a Korean he Japanese. Tell a Japanese he Chinese. They finna whoop your ass. Nigga, yeah, for real, for real. They finna be like, nah, I'm no goddamn motherfucking Vietnamese, the fucking dogs. I'll be like, damn. Yeah, but they be talking about each other like on the dead homies. They be talking about each other like that. I was like, damn, I never knew y'all was beefing like that. Just like me growing up and fucking with some Carson Pyrus that was Samoan, and then fucking with some SOSs that was Samoan in Long Beach, and then fucking with some Tongans. Oh man, when you mentioned Tongan, like I was like, oh yeah, y'all Samoan. Man, them Tongans was like, man, do you know they king ate the baby of the other king and this and that, man? We got beef for life. I'm like, yeah? They were like, yeah. And they all told me the same type of story to where one of the kings did some cannibalism to the other kid. And that's why it's beef for life. Like they did something to the other king's baby or some shit like that. And yeah, yup. Yeah, it's like telling a Jamaican they Haitian. They be like, man, shut your bitch ass up. Yeah, that's what happened with the Tongans and Samoans. It's for life. And I'm talking about they mamas, grandmamas, like it's in a culture. They do not fuck with each other. I'm talking about if you bring them together, nigga, it's gonna be standoffs like Bloods and Crips. And I'm talking about the grandmamas, the mamas, everybody. It's gonna be a standoff like Bloods and Crips. I done seen it. I done seen that shit. And it's like they don't want to fuck with each other. You know what I mean? I don't know what they'll do if they have like, babies and then gotta be cool with the other side of the family type shit, but I don't know. I know it's been done before, but shit, nigga, they is not playing about that. Just like I said, Chinese and Japanese, they ain't playing that we all the same. Boy, they'll get down with you Jet Li style. They'll start pulling out that Bruce Lee on your ass, nigga, on my mama, nigga. And shit. And we all know the real Asians, the real ones, you know they still got them connects. Now, one city that I ain't seen them prevalent in, and y'all tell me this in the chat. Do they got an Asian hood in Chicago? I ain't never heard of it. Do they got an Asian hood? Cause out of all the vlogs and stuff that I see everybody do in Chicago, have y'all seen a Asian hood out there? Yeah, Asians always low key. That's their best. That's their best bet because they can't whoop nobody ass. Like unless they like really know that kung fu shit. Come on, man. Asians ain't catching no head up faves, no black niggas. Like, come on, man. They not catching no head up faves, no Samoans. Like, what? Come on, man. Come on, man. You got some blacks that ain't finna catch a head up fade with a Samoan. Nigga, what? Like, for real. That and then this is what I be telling all the young homies, no matter where I go. Look, man. Look, man. I don't care how big this nigga is, man. If you think you got whooped out, you finna get whooped out. Please, stop looking like you already beat. I'm telling you, look at me. I done whooped a big nigga before, and I'm talking about nigga whooped him. So please, stop looking like that. Yep. Brandon. Oh, I know Brandon. Now, Brandon, he marked them niggas out. I'm sorry, Aunt Hefe. Don't matter what the check say as long as the feds pay. Poetic Flacco, you do not know the man that you call friend and brought to No Jumper. I know Brandon from Long Beach. I sold Brandon jerk chicken off my business before. I know his girl got a big old booty. Big. Ass. I know one thing too though. I seen Brandon go back and forth with the black Hebrews. You know the ones that be 5 deep, carrying the sticks? Yep. I seen Brandon go back and forth with them niggas and say it in the most square, whitest way. Come on, brother. Back up off me. You don't want to make that you don't want to make that move. You, brother, keep your hand down. I'm just explaining to you. Yes, I've seen Brandon talk like that with the same shorts, same type of pants. He don't wear them tight as Flacco. I have seen Brandon in real life in Long Beach. To put a place on it, by the Nike store. What is it? 72, 73 Aquarium Way, right across the street where Crip Mac did that. He was at the Pacific Aquarium. Yes, I seen him over there pressing a line by the Ferris wheel. You know who else I've seen over there? What's the Mexican nigga name? Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. I seen that Mexican nigga up there. Whatever that nigga name. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. I seen that nigga up there at the Nike store. You know who else I seen up there was short as a motherfucker? And I'm talking about short damn near like a midget. Mozzie. I seen Mozzie up in there with the entourage. That nigga was standing on the corner smoking. He was trying to act like he was by himself, but niggas was spaced out from him. Like a 3-point angle, like a triangle. That nigga's not by himself. Yes, indeed. Mozzie was at the Nike store on a Pacific Aquarium Way, or yeah, it's Aquarium Way because it goes to the Aquarium Pacific. Yeah, it's Aquarium Way, and that motherfucking Nike store is right on the corner. He was on the opposite corner, going towards like HM, the inner parts of it. Yes. I don't know if he hang with YG because they in two different areas. And then, you know, I used to think that Mozzie had to lay low because he was caught up in that Young Dolph. He wasn't caught up in it, but he was part of CMG. Yeah, Brandon ain't running. But he marked out Aunt Hefe and that other nigga. For sure. Was it Munchie? Yeah. He marked out Munchie and Aunt Hefe at the same time. But you know what turned him up? Suspect. You know what turned him up too? Being on the internet, and now he being on No Jumper, and he having sidebars with other niggas talking about you should just whoop a nigga ass on camera and let him know. And then you got to know one thing about a man's pride. The next time he get a chance to shine, he's just gonna do it bigger, and bigger. Since he got spit on, but the world want to say allegedly, so we gonna say allegedly. Since he got spit on, you act like how you would feel. You went home and you seen all these people on the internet playing with your name. And all these people saying you got spit on, you's a bitch, and this, and that. Now you gotta think about the qualifications of Brandon. Brandon is a big ass nigga. Just like my dad. And you know his qualifications consist of, just like my dad told me, with being 270 pounds, is not much another man can do to me unless I let him. Simple point in fact, if someone approaches me in an aggressive manner with judo and jujitsu, I use their body weight against them. Now with being 270, I can use your body weight against you, gain your momentum, and have you crash into anything. I would just help you along the way and give you a boost to your head hitting the side of a car and you get knocked out. And don't even gotta put a left and right on you. I thought my dad was bullshitting when I was 16. Quick story. My dad was a deacon at church. I seen he put all the money in his briefcase. I robbed their ass. And it wasn't the first time. Nigga, I stayed robbing that church. I'm talking about 200, 300 wop nops. And I know my dad knew, but he just act like he didn't. Until one day, he knew I went in there, and I thought he didn't know. And that nigga did the shakedown of the century. But he didn't know I was smart. Yeah, I had that money under the tongue of my Chuck Taylors. Sure did. Had the Dr. Scholl's in them. I wore Chuck Taylor so much, I put Dr. Scholl's in them. Cause if you a Chuck wearing ass nigga every day, man, that shit gonna cut the bottom of your foot. And if you got a arch in your foot, them shoes is for flat foot people. Man, that shit gonna hurt the middle of the arch of your foot. But some of you niggas ain't no lemon pepper steppers. You feel me? I used to treat them shoes like they was Stacey Adams. Running from the police, hit so many gates, the top of that motherfucking gate, put a hole in the bottom of your chucks, you be mad as a motherfucker too. But back to the story. So my dad, he choked, he tell me, where's the money, T? Oh, I don't know what you talking about. Oh, what you talking about? Yeah, I don't know what you talking about. So then, next thing you know, I was like, man, I'm out of here. Man, that man must have grabbed me from the front of the door to the living room, but it's two steps down. It's like a den. That nigga snatched me up so goddamn quick, flipped me around like a motherfucking burrito, had my head up one way and my legs up another way, talking about, I know you got the money. I know you got the money. And that nigga pocket checked me like this. Man, my head was up like a fish. I was 16 years old. I thought I was gangster. I thought I was punching niggas out by then. Man, he checked all my goddamn pockets and then threw me like I was a bitch. Like, get your mark ass out of here. I know you got that shit. So then he started going towards my room. So I was like, yep. He didn't check the bottom of my shoes. I'm out this bitch. Telling the dead homies. Nigga, I put my shoes back on. Yeah. I put my shoes back on and left. And had the money. Man, I spent all that shit on weed. I bought like 3 QPs, all type of shit. But I only stole the money because I was serving. You know what I mean? And I got hit by the police. So that's why I kept hitting the church. I felt it was even. So I kept hitting the church because I think I lost like a pound or two. But the police took it. But it was back then, the police would take your shit. They don't even take you to jail. They just take your shit, nigga, and probably give it to the next hood for some information. That's the type of police that I used to fucking get arrested by. And his name was Blaylock. Officer Blaylock of Englewood Police Department. Right now, he's retired. He has a son named Officer Blaylock. Dark-skinned, weenie, buster, straight out the book, don't know nothing ass nigga. The only thing he do know is his uncle's from PDL. On everything. And that's how the police used to get down. I done seen them catch me with like 15 bags, 10 bags, and with all the homies, big homies, little homies, we all stretched out on 5 motherfucking different you know them police hoods be hot as a motherfucker. Talking about put your hot hands on the hot car. You're like, bitch, what? Nigga, on my mama, nigga, especially when, just like they said with Nipsey and anybody else that rap, when you rap, the police come to your hood more because they believe what this nigga's saying on the motherfucking radio. Yeah, nobody want to talk about that with Mac 10, huh? I guess I'm the only homie out to speak on it because everybody in the dirt or doing life. Like I said, I'm the only one out. Everybody else got life. So, Bosco, how you like that? Mm-hmm. And that's how that went. 5 or 6 police cars. And you know they cars run all goddamn day. Since the last shift and the last shift before that. I know some police cars, the police used to tell us, some of our cars never get turned off until it's time for an oil change. Me and the homie looked at each other like, God damn. Like, nigga, like, man, I'm talking about we used to look at each other like, man, this is cruelty. We still kids. On everything. I used to say that all the time, like, this is cruelty. We still kids. They be like, shut up, T-Dog. Put your motherfucking hands on this. I be like, God damn, my shirt is burning. On everything. Yeah, what the fuck? Nigga, that's how you could be able, if you was really from the hood, you can hear when the police car pull up. Because that engine is it ain't like nobody else car in the hood. That engine sound like it been running for 3 years. Like, I don't give a fuck. Sometimes I was in the hood alley or in somebody else's hood, and I'd be like, tss, tss, police! Gone. Like, that engine, boy, if you really from the hood, you know what that engine sound like. Yeah, hell yeah. That was part of your torture. And then they'll go to our backpacks, kick open your legs with the motherfucking riot boots. They'll be like, open your legs up. Poof, poof. Like, damn, nigga, I'm 13. Shut up. And bend your head all over the motherfucking hood. And then at the same time, when they bending you over the motherfucking hood, they pulling your backpack straps off you and shit like that. Like, straight manhandling. That's why you be like, can't wait till I get older. I'm gonna whoop his ass someday. Like, I'm gonna smoke this motherfucker. Like, all right, you think this shit a game? And sometimes I be looking at the big homie like, man, you gonna let this nigga do me like this? And I done had some homie do this. Oh, okay. All right, nigga. All right, nigga. You gonna let this nigga do the little homie like that? They'll look like, shit, the fuck you want me to do, nigga? I'll be like, oh man, the homies is frauds, man. We should get all the police. Yeah, they be like, frauds my ass. Yeah, for real. That nigga give you that look like, that nigga hands me on the hood too. He'll look at you like, tick, you gonna learn today, nigga. Think you gonna learn today. Hell yeah. Man, I'm talking about beating us up, doing us bad. They used to do us bad, man. Even think about right now, like they pushed the okay, me and the homie Boule, we both had pistols. My pistols was mine. My pistol was mine. I don't know where Boule had one from. He was like 14. I was 16. So we see the police, bam. So they hit up Queen 400. So we run to the back alley. They in the back alley. So he's like, fuck. So then me and Boule cut through the gate and we end up tightroting the gate, jumping on the garage. Like the garage was like for apartment building. So none of them had pullover like doors to it. It just open. So then we up there. And I tell Boule, it's nighttime. Lay down. Even if they send the choppers, just stay where you at. Don't move. So Boule, because he had a Boule smile. Like, he had a big-ass smile. Like, that's why we call him Boule. He had a big-ass smile. So then we running. Whoop, whoop. So we get up there. Bam. So then we hear the dogs. And then the dogs just keep circling the top of the thing. So then we hear that the chopper finna come close to us. Now, mind you, the chopper ain't got long in the LAX. They gonna do what they do, try to hurry up and find us. They gotta get on. So, yeah, that chopper was getting real close. So I said, Boule, let's go, let's go. Right when I said that, the police pulled motherfucking Boule leg like he was sneaking up, like he could hear us talking. So, nigga, I jump off the top of the little carport. Boom, I get on. Man, Boule like, let my leg go, let my leg go. I literally saw this when I jumped off and I was limping. Nigga, my ankle was fucked up. But I got away. But that nigga Boule, the police was like, oh, you want to jump? You want to jump? And push that nigga Boule off the top of that motherfucker. He had a broke leg. That nigga was 14 years old. I told his mama too, I wanted to sue for the nigga. And I was only 16. I seen them push that young ass nigga off the fucking top of that. Pushed him. Oh, you want to run? Push that nigga. I was like, literally stood the nigga up and pushed that nigga off. I was like, oh, yep. Today, the game has changed. After that, they never used to, you ain't running. I would run to the last second. I don't care if you caught me slipping, you was arm distance. Boy, I'll put a shake move on you and gone. We start cutting gates all through the motherfucker. We was cutting holes in the gates in between buildings because of that shit. That nigga Boule wore that motherfucking cast for about 3 months. A leg cast. Walking around the hood. I was like, damn, man. And we was beefing with niggas. It was before we was beefing with Englewood family. We were just the Crips and the Englewood Threshays. And they was coming through. Englewood Threshays was trying to smoke us. And that shit was no joke. Englewood Threshays, I never put it past them. Them niggas will smoke your ass. Like they have young hitters that's underage that gotta get stripes. And once they point you out, that young ass kid, when you got a hoodie, you better move around. You better move around. That little 13, 15-year-old gonna smoke your ass. Yep. First thing gonna do is ask you where you from and what's your name. And you gonna be like, man, get your ass out of here. And then they be like, and then they already know where you from, and then they gonna say they gang, and they gonna smoke you. For real. Yep. Once I see that, and once I see the best kids hop out and just straight smoke a nigga, and they smoked a nigga that wasn't even from the hood, I was like, damn, and got right back in the car. But that's when they start pushing that issue for all Southsiders. You have to get out the car. Ain't no more drive-bys. They said no more kids and women, no more women and children. You got to get out and get your man. If you don't do that, if you could probably hit after you get out the car, but if you don't get out the car and they don't say that in your paperwork, you might as well go SNY for Mexicans. You might as well go to 50/50 or wherever Blueface is at. You gonna be there with that nigga. Your day would never be right. Black niggas still don't do that shit. Yeah, for real. Yep. The Mexicans ain't been playing since I was I think they changed that rule like when I was like 18, and they was serious. They was dead serious. You will be on a 50/50 SNY yard if you did a drive-by as a Southsider. Facts. The first day, the top basketball players gonna say, "Oh, he's a pinche puto way. Yeah, he don't want to get dirty. He's scary. Everybody could shoot out a car." The first day they gonna say, and it's true. It's true. Just like I don't understand how young niggas lose a fight and go smoke a nigga. Then when you get caught up and go to jail, all you gonna do is fight. You ain't finna have no gun. So why you throw your life away over a fight and you finna be having to fight the rest of your life to get out and the other motherfucking riots that's going on up in there? You dumb as a motherfucker. That's dumb. If you wanna say not thinking, not using your brain, man, I don't know why you didn't just squabble all them niggas. Because niggas, I'd rather squabble all them niggas than be emotional, go and blaze a nigga, and then after I'm in there a couple months, you thinking to yourself, damn, I shouldn't even did that. That was some dumbass shit. And I got my granny and my mama and all them talking shit right. Yeah, talking shit for life. They know your ass ain't coming back home. Stupid, dumbass nigga. But it is what it is. You know? Like I said, everybody, oh, I ain't had no dad. Yeah, you still learn how to fight. You have friends. Everybody don't have a daddy, you know? So, you know, God got a plan for everybody, right? So, shit, some people have a mom and dad and be broke as a motherfucker. Some people have a mom and dad that work and be broke as a motherfucker. Some people have mom and dad that's there, be rich than a motherfucker, and don't never be home to take care of them. They be wishing they had your life. You wish you had their life, huh? Well, it's funny how life played out, huh? I know I wouldn't have had none of the jokes I had if I ain't had no brothers and sisters. But I would have been a regular nigga. But having so many different personalities and different signs in the house, shit. Get on me. I'm for sure roasting your ass. No problem. And I do it straight out of a just straight sleep. That's why I said, man, some people built for this. Some people ain't. Some people take it to a whole nother level. And you need to leave this on the internet. Especially if you posting stuff on the internet and you don't expect nobody to say nothing about it. Who crazy? You or the imaginary person that's texting and saying whatever they say in a chat? You gonna crash out, jump off a cliff? Yeah, I know. You should have never did this. Just like a lot of people should have never did the gang banging. Shouldn't have never did it. Mm-hmm. If you ain't from here, why you want to be from here? Like, why you think this is a good career move? I'm telling you, it ain't. Niggas be telling, niggas don't be living long, niggas mama and everybody crying, nigga. And then you got to be strong for your case. Then you got to be strong for the other person on the other line that's crying their eyes out because the baby boy that they changed the diapers for took to school every day, now fucked off his whole motherfucking life, and they ain't finna see the nigga get a house, a car, a kid, or nothing. Like, damn, man, that's the worst investment in my life. If they didn't bought cars that was bullshit and all type of other things in life, boy, when they show made you and you got that life sentence, that was the greatest loss of investment that was ever done to the family. Remember all them gaga goo-goos buying all that milk and Pampers for this bullshit ass nigga to go do life? Man, I'd be mad too. Fucking with some niggas that we told you that was broke that you shouldn't have been hanging out with. Just don't want to listen. Well, what I say to the parents is, you better move them farther out of LA. The closer to LA, yeah, it's just some people. It's just But like my parents, once they start talking that church stuff, that's when we didn't relate. But other than that, yeah, we cool. My dad, he ain't really like, I can't even say he kept it to a minimum. He kept church. Just like I said, keep you. And when you get out, live your regular life. Some people do church. Like my mama. I be like, God damn, man, when you going, like, I could talk about, hey, mom, yeah, I'm finna come through. I'm gonna take all the kids somewhere. I'm gonna take you somewhere, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, yeah, because at church, the sermon told us he's gonna do something. Oh, man, here we go talking about some church shit. Yep, here we go talking about some church shit. But it is what it is, man. That's some people's life, man. I just say, if church shit is your life, then do it. You know what I mean? Because, I don't know, man. It's all propaganda. And I know people write good books. And them good old books that everybody be shouting around and jumping around in church for, well, I'm waiting for somebody to get a church that be over here be like, yep, she ain't got cancer no more. Yep, the leg got straightened out. Yep, he turning water into wine. He's certified. Until that's done, nigga, you lying. Straight up. That's how I feel. So if me and God got to talk about it on the other side, then I guess that's what we got to do. Hell yeah. It's going to be rewritten by the time my son, his age. He 11. He finna be 11. By the time he 21, man, they going to have a whole new sermon on Sundays. Boy, it ain't going to even be no iPhones and all that. It's going to be some whole other shit in 10 years. If it is an iPhone, man, that shit going to be like a motherfucking BlackBerry. Niggas gonna be looking at iPhones like Blackberries. You feel me? They be like, damn, you still got an iPhone? Be like, yeah, man, I still got this iPhone 16, man. Damn. That shit's like a VCR, right? That's it, you know, that's just life. But once again, boy Neptune Lagoon been on here again all the way till my battery ran out and it was full. You hear them bats? That's the bats all in my trees. You should hear them at the other spot. The bats in the trees, way worse. Way worse. That's where Ebony and Champ at right now. Like I said, my boy Glad, he got out of jail. He was over there. He was like, man, I just put up to the spot. Ebony was so happy to see me. I was like, nigga, she wasn't happy to see you. She talking about, nigga, hurry up and go get the food, nigga. Yep. Another one of those. Snoop D-O double. Snoop, 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 Snoop. It's S and double O-P-E. Oh, yeah. But yeah, man, another one of those. Neptune Lagoon. No brick is the trick. No loose coochie draws. No poetic taco. No old dusty draws slim. No semen time exotics. No freakland neem. No nothing. No nothing. I'm the only other YouTuber that ain't gonna never fuck with no jumper. Ain't gonna never click up with nobody. And I'ma keep on stepping on them just like I do roaches if I find one in the house. So, it's your boy again. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Make sure you get that membership because I will be giving out one of them dogs. Yeah, that's real life, that's real life bats, bro. That's real life bat. Oh man, just talking about everybody, they blackballed me so much, man. They took everybody out of the notification ring. Everybody that had notifications of me being on and stuff like that, they tried to hit me with the hate speech. They said I was talking hate speech, had me take a questionnaire and all that. So it's a lot of people that don't even know I'm back live like I used to do. Like it used to be so many people in here that, you know what I mean? It was ridiculous. But I just got to keep doing it. Yeah, I'm good though, but you just got to double tap the notification. Like you got to turn it off and then turn it on again on everything. Yep. So, you know, yeah, the truth hurts. And like I said, yeah, that's bats. And then just like Munchie B, they took his page. So they didn't take my page. They just said, I ain't even got a strike right now. Crazy part about it, and I be talking brazy than a mug. But I guess I do it pretty good enough. And I always say it's YouTube purposes only. Kids don't try this at home. This is only YouTube. And everything you hear and heard is part of, you know, YouTube. Don't believe everything you hear and see on YouTube. But I'm out of here, gang. I'll be back on. For me, it's 6 a.m. To y'all, or most of y'all, it's going to be 3 a.m. So, AYLESS Moments TV. Yeah, it's all an illusion. AYLESS Moments TV, Neptune Lagoon. Like, comment, subscribe. And as always, I'm 4 ring outie here. For sure. I'm going to stay safe.